Hi, this is Ziming.
This is Huihan.
We are introducing to you our 61B Proj2 Game, Cow Raider. Cow Raider is a 2D tile-based game that involves two players. Due to the inhuman difficulty and atrocious workload of CS and mathematics courses at Berkeley, a bunch of angry students decided to rebel against the tyrants and handicapped professors from these two departments. As two brave and ambitious students, both of you want to be the only savior of Berkeley by saving as many professors as possible, without losing one's life against the various traps in the campus. The two green crowns here represent the two players. The yellow smiley face here denote the professors, which will turn gray after you save them. Like this. There are two ways of winning the game. The first is to survive longer than your opponent. The second is to save more professors once all professors are saved.
Our first creative mechanic is to set up random number of bombs from 0 to 4 in the 8 tiles around the professor tile. If you want to go to a professor and save him or her, you might have to cross a tile that contains bomb like this, and you lose 1 health point. At the start of the game, you have 10 health points. Your opponent wins if your health drops to 0. However, you can go to the town center, which is the red cross sign here. Once you enter the town center, your health will be fully recovered to 10 points. But each of you might only go to the town center once. Our second creative mechanic is that the player can acquire skills to disorient the opponent. Once the player enters the career center, he or she will have the ability to change the opponent's control scheme. Once you press 1 for the player on the left or 0 for the player on the right, the control scheme of the opponent will shift by 90 degrees anti-clockwise, so that the up key will move the player leftwards, left key will move the player downwards, the bottom key will move the player rightwards, and the right key will move the player upwards, like this. However, at the expense of this, the player's own control scheme will be reversed, which means that the up will become bottom, left become right, a less confusing change compared to the opponent. The player will exert his or her discretion on when to use this skill.
The last creative mechanic is that each player can put up to 4 stones on the floor to block the path of the opponent. For example, the player cannot across the hallway if a stone is in its front like this. You might further strategize by blocking the opponent's way to the bar station like this, and the bar station can teleport the player from one station to another like this.
That's all for our video demonstration. Thanks for watching and enjoy saving the professors.